YouTube, what is going on? Today is update day for Phasmophobia. We're going to look at the patch notes for Phasmophobia Apocalypse. We'll have some of the gameplay from later on today going on in the background. If you want to catch this live, hop on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/crash, be smashing, all one word. Like I said, we're going to be live today. We're going to play all day long. Really test out the limits. I am going to be putting together a small tournament for Phasmophobia at the end of October. So if you want to stop by and check it out, again, just hop on over to Twitch. See ya in the next one. So we are looking at the Phasmophobia Apocalypse patch notes before we do any gameplay today. So maximize this here for you. Phasmophobia Apocalypse. Long-awaited Asylum overhaul is finally here, along with much more. Apocalypse. With custom difficulty, we'd like to invite you to participate in the Apocalypse Challenge version 2, thanks to our extra testers yesterday. That event will start in the coming days. Keep your eyes peeled for an announcement on Discord. Earn yourself 3 unique trophies for your collectible cabinet just by playing the game. To earn the trophies, simply do the following. In single player, complete all 4 objectives and get a ghost photo in Sunny Meadows Mental Institution with the following custom difficulty multipliers. 15 times or more bronze, 20 times or more silver, 24 times or more gold. Show off your trophies in your display cabinet. Now with the custom difficulties. New difficulty where you can create your own games, modify existing difficulties, or create your own. Come up with crazy challenges or just have fun. Each option is tied to a reward multiplier, so you can still earn money and XP from your custom games. The player, sanity pill restoration amount, starting sanity, sanity drain speed multiplier, sprinting use allowance, sprint recharge time, sprint duration, flashlights being broken, losing items on death toggle, player speed multiplier. The ghost, you can number of evidence given, chance of changing favorite room, interaction amount, event frequency, hunt duration, grace period duration, fingerprint chance, fingerprint duration, disable hunts, kills extending hunts, roaming frequency, ghost speed multiplier. Contract, your setup time, your weather, number of doors starting open, amount of hiding places, sanity monitor state, activity monitor state, fuse box map visibility, fuse box starting state, curse possession quantity, and curse possession choices. You can save up to 3 custom difficulty presets in the main menu. Now, on to the new location side of it. We are going to be looking at Sunny Meadows Mental Institution. The asylum has been completely recreated from the ground up, featuring more distinctive room designs, a morgue, hospital wing, courtyard, and experimental area. Be warned, the ghost will lock each wing main door when it hunts, so prepare an escape route when you're safe. Sunny Meadows Mental Institution Restricted is not only a large location, but 5 small locations in one. The new location selection board allows you to vote to play a smaller, more restricted version of the asylum. Each time you enter, you will be given a random section to investigate, with the other sections blocked off or locked. This should help those who prefer playing smaller maps and offer some variety each time you play. This one, you gotta wait till you're at least level 22. I don't know if they're locking it or not right now. Camp Woodwind. A small version of Maple Lodge campsite featuring a brand new layout and much fewer rooms. Perfect for those looking for a quick outdoor retreat. That unlocks at level 19. Your ghost types. With the current system, often when a ghost interacts or throws an object, it barely moves. To remedy this, we reworked how a ghost throw works to make sure it's impactful, noticeable, and more exciting each time. Some ghosts have had their abilities and traits tweaked too. All ghosts, all hunting and event sound effect volume will drop to 0 when at least 20 meters away. Instead of just being quiet, note, this should also make the myling strength more noticeable. The singing sound caused by the music box playing will now drop to 0%, when over 20 meters away. Throws now have a minimum throw power to avoid small throws. Those are blacked out. Curious about why they're blacked out. Objects are now thrown higher, resulting in much more consistent throws. During hunts, objects are thrown more often. The Oni super throw has been moved to Poltergeist as it is more radical. Oni has received additional traits, mind you. Okay, hang on. Let's go back up to the throw. 1 to 3 power previously, okay. 50% chance to throw an object in range. I didn't know you could highlight over these. Poltergeist, 100% to throw an object in range every half a second. Oni's throw from 2 to 6, previously 0 to 5. All right, Oni has received additional traits. Oni will now drain double the sanity of a normal ghost during ghost events. Oni can now be seen for longer periods when flickering during hunt. Demon's rare ability to hunt above 70% will now happen more Jin's sanity drain ability has received adjustments. The ability will now trigger if you're in the same room or within 3 meters of the ghost. The ability will now create EMF at the fuse box if any player is drained, not just the host. Reporting players. Though the in-game journal, players can now report others who they believe are breaking our terms of service. Okay, understandable. New. Due to paranormal entities appearing in our base of operation, the ghost hunting distribution has moved everyone into a new office. A warehouse has been converted with a shop, new investigation boards, access to the truck, and a staff room coming soon. Player ID cards have been added. A detailed statistics page has been added to the post-game screen. A long-term stat tracking page has been added to the journal for various players and ghost stats. You will now connect to the last region you were in instead of connecting to your best ping region. The journal is now usable in the main menu room. Steam users can now view and add friends through the new Recent Players Journal tab. Weekly challenges have been added. More will be added with the progression update. Shortcut buttons have been added to jump between the location section, selection, main menu, and shop screen. Additionally, you can use the keyboard arrow keys for navigation. The whiteboard in the truck has been replaced with a progressively updating investigation board. New collectible cabinets have been added to the lobby. Try to fill them both. First time you use a cursed possession, it will be added to your collection. Collecting each type of bone will add it to your collection. Some need to be collected twice. More collectibles will be added closer to the full release of the game. The shop has been moved to a separate computer in the lobby. Players can now create loadouts for their equipment. Additional loadouts will be added with the progression update. You can now view daily and weekly challenges in the truck. Equipment items are now placeable back onto the truck's equipment wall. Okay. You can now take photos of new interactions to gain extra rewards. Dots Ghost, use crucifixes, 1 or 2 uses. Salt Pile, ghost writing will now display as ghost writing instead of interaction. When the ghost attempts to hunt but is blocked by a crucifix, it will now create an EMF 2 reading. Added a house candle to Grafton. Arabic now has text and voice recognition support. VR players will now see a loading screen to help with loading jitters. Save files will now create a backup and automatically restore if they corrupt. Changes. Controls for equipment have changed to become consistent. If an object is placeable, it will always use the secondary button, default F. If an object is usable, it will always use the primary button, default right mouse. This means that smudge sticks are now used with right mouse. Don't forget it. Collecting the bone will now grant more reward when players on larger map. Large bone, or large map 30, medium 20, small 10. Photo point system has been removed. Instead, players will receive a set amount of money and XP per photo they take. This also allows us to even out the reward for photos so that getting a certain ghost type won't become a feels bad moment for what photos you can take. $5 for a 3-star, $2 for a 2-star, $1 for a 1-star. Dead body, interaction, fingerprint, footstep, cursed possession, salt pile, stepped in, dots, ghost, ghost writing, $10 3-star, $5 2-star, $2 1-star, use crucifix, dirty water, and bone. And ghost photo, 3-star gets you $20. 2 stars 10, 1 stars 5. Photos are no longer affected by the difficulty multiplier, but with these changes, you'll be getting more money than before. The photo priority system has been improved. Items are scored by distance and how close they are to the middle of the photo. The top scoring items will give rewards. Ghost will always take priority over other items. The reliability of the system has been improved. This also means that you will always get interaction photos before fingerprint photos. Get those UV lights back out. The placement highlight mechanics have been reworked. You will only see the highlight when holding down your designated placement key, PC default F, VR trigger, and release to place. Moving the mouse left or right whilst the F key is held will rotate the highlighted object. You can now place and rotate the tripod. That's cool. Various equipment's placeable areas have been adjusted. The fuse box has received a new design when in-house and farmhouse locations. Sanity drain for hide and seek is now 0. The key in the truck has been moved to hang next to the door keypad instead of on the desk, increasing rewards for daily challenges. Rewards for playing on medium and large maps have been increased. You can now view 10 photos in the lobby room, increased from 6 from your previous game. To improve performance, objects will no longer render when behind closed doors. Adjusted the visuals for skyboxes for each weather so that they are more realistic. Improved the heavy rain and snow effects and performance. Main menu option screen has been removed and is now accessible only in the journal. Some locations have been renamed. When dead, players can now see doors but walk through them. The volume of the guitar being played in camping stove toggle has been lowered. Ghosts will no longer see you through the trees by the cabin in Maple Lodge campsite. Ghosts can no longer set these rooms as its favorite in Maple Lodge campsite. Entrance, central path, north path, northeast path, and picnic area. Rebaked occlusion in Maple Lodge campsite, which may improve performance. The journal default button on the gamepad is now select instead of the D-pad up. Room names for the sound sensors will now be in the rooms they are placed instead of the rooms you were standing in when you placed them. Candles will now extinguish when placed into your inventory. Ghosts now use the sprinting footstep sound when hunting on dirt floors. Reduced RAM usage for fonts. This is significant in languages with many characters. Adjusted several lights, bloom values. Adjusted campsite particles and bloom. There's so much going on here. So for the fixes, fixed long distance roams, chances now high, 30% when wandering, 20% medium when wandering, and low, 10%. Fixed ghost changes favorite rooms chance. For example, if a ghost long roams and ends up in a new room, do a chance check. Low, 33%, medium, 66%, high, 100%. Then do a check based on insanity. Example, 30%, sanity equals 70%. If successful for both chances, change favorite room. Goryo will now have half the chance of other ghosts to long roam instead of double. Myling will now decrease the audible range of its hunt audio instead of only footsteps. If you have less than 16% sanity when lighting the last summoning circle, the ghost will now hunt instantly after being summoned. Oh shit. When the summoning circle is lit, the ghost's position will now sync faster for non-hosts. Fingerprints on campsite lamps will now be the correct size. You can no longer place objects on the truck's ceiling. I didn't know that was a thing. Fixed a rare issue where the voice recognition would not work due to an empty voice models file. Picking up a tripod with a camcorder attached by someone else will no longer break the camcorder. You are no longer unkillable when hiding under stairs or similar objects in some locations. Oh shit. The hiding spot next to the cabin will no longer get you killed. Grafton's upstairs locker can now be blocked. Leedsdale workshop locker can now be blocked. Having Alt as your push to talk button will no longer keep your voice active after Alt tabbing. The toilets upstairs in Edgefield now flush. Ghosts will no longer affect the living room corridor when standing on the basement stairs in Tanglewood. Okay. You can no longer glitch behind the small tent to access safe spots. The mayor will no longer stop attempting to do its light switch ability after you use the light switch several times. Doors will no longer spin when closing for a hunt. So, that right there is I'm stoked. I can't wait to hop right in this game. So, I got a couple buddies waiting for me. We're gonna get into it. I'll have some gameplay going on at the same time, where you can kind of see what's going on and hopefully see some of these patches that they've put in and the new update and everything. Again, if you want to see this live, come on over to Twitch, twitch.tv/CrashBeSmashing. I'm live Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays. I hope to see you there. I'll see you on the next one.